Hi everybody, this is Grams and I've got a fun project for you today. We're going to make earring holders. Let me show you. We're going to make these earring holders here. I'm going to show you how to make those yourself with your own wire. And then I'm also going to show you how to make this memory bracelet wire here that when you pull it out, it pops back into shape. Let me show you. I've got one right here. Here's one I made. We're not going to make this today. I'm just going to show you how to make the wire so you can make your own bracelet. See, this pops open like this for you to put it on your hand, so it makes it really convenient. But these are so cute. They make great gifts. Okay, and then also we're going to make one of these, which is a loop earring that just pops open like that. I'm going to show you how to make that so you can make your own loop earrings. This is out of the Memory-wire also. I swear by the Memory-wire. It's wonderful. And there's so many different things you can do with it. You can also make it comes in a bunch like that. I think this was from Walmart, I believe. It comes in a pack like this. It also comes in a smaller version for earrings. I didn't have that, so our loop is going to be out of the bracelet size. But if you want a bigger bracelet, or if you want one of those ones that wraps up your arm and you know, goes up a little higher, you're just going to cut it down further. It depends on you, and then you put your beads on, and I'll show you what you do here. Anyway, we're going to start with the different things available to you. Like, for instance, these jump rings here. These jump rings come in a variety of colors. Here's gold and silver and black. I knew I wouldn't be able to pick those up. Here's a gold, silver, and black. See, you can get those in all these different colors, which is really handy for you, because it just gives you a variety now that you weren't able to have in the past. You know, but there's all different colors. Can you see the different colors in there? I'm going to try to make this as clear as I can, because one of my other tutorials is just, I wasn't really prepared for it. Okay, and then I told you we were going to make these. But first I'm going to start off with this one here, because this one is just so simple. There's nothing to it. So what you're going to do is you're going to take these kind of wires here. You can make those into antennas for butterflies, or they can be the stamens inside of a flower if you're making a flower. But they're quite nice. They come in sterling silver. I don't know. I think that's the only thing they come in is sterling silver. So I don't buy them as often as I do the other stuff. Because the only reason I bought these is my grandchildren have sensitive ears. So I like to make sure that I have earrings that don't hurt their ears. I've also got, I keep these ready-made ones on hand because it's just handy to have them. You know, they're just a lot smaller than the ones I make. Okay, for this one, all you have to do is put it in your round nose pliers and bend that round nose pliers up like that. See how I bent that? Does that show real good? That bend's done. Now all you got to do, take that plier off. See how those came out bent nice? Just like what you see here. And then we've got this big round, this side here that we got to do now, right here. What I do with that is I take a pencil and put it on the opposite side of my round. See how you got this? The reason I'm doing these at the same time is I want them to be the exact same size. When you're making your own, it's just easier if you make them the right size for the pair of earrings that you're doing. Now I've got it like this. Now I'm going to sit it down right on the pencil like this, and I'm going to put my thumb there. Just like that. See? Now I'm just going to bend this around. Just like that. See? I bent it right around the pencil. And now I'll pull them off. Voila! Now you've got your bend. Now you've got your bend. Now there's just a little bend down here at the end, right here. Right there. There's a little bend there at the end. So now we're going to go and we're going to get that little bend. If you put that little bend in there, it's just easier to put your earrings on. That's the only reason they put that bend. Well, the only reason I figured out so far. But it is nice to have it. So I'm going to make these even here, right at that tip. See how they're even? I've got them even right there. I'm going to put the... Wait, I wanted to use pliers on this. You normally use a flat nose pliers. This is a different one. But all you're going to do is bend up a little bit. Not a lot. Just a little bit. Got a little... Voila! Okay, let me show you this together. I want you to show you the difference in size. If you make your own wires, if you buy this and make your own wires, let me push that in a little bit. Look how much bigger the one is we made from the one that you buy. Here's the one I made. Here's the one that you buy. Now mine is so much bigger that you're going to have you're not going to have as much a problem. You're not going to lose your earrings as much because mine are so much bigger. See the big difference? See how the top is way up here and this one's way down here? Same kind of wire. Now I could bring that up a little more. If I brought that ball up a little more, it still wouldn't make the same difference because these are so much smaller. And that's that one. That's all you got to do there. That one is finished. You might want to bend it a little bit but with that silver, it just bends so easy that you don't really have much of a problem with it. But that's how to do that one. Now let me move this one out of the way, and we're going to start on another one. Now we've got this earring. This is the way this one comes, with it stuck out far like that. But this is the one. Now you can add your own balls. I'm just going to show you how to get that shape and how to make these shapes. Now you're definitely going to need a round nose plier. That's one of these. See? You don't have to have this kind. There's another kind you can get too that, here, I got one over here. You can also get this kind. That's a nice one too. I'm really fond of this one here. I just feel like it's stronger. But I like that you can make bigger hoops with this one. You know, right there. A wider spot. There's a wider spot on that one. So if I had to choose and I wasn't able to have both of them, I'd probably get this one because I can make the bigger ones too. Now in these, all of them have a lot of different colors. Here's black ones, and here's some kind of a copper looking ones. And then here's some stainless steel. See the different colors there? There's just a little difference between that, but you can see it. Let me get this one down there. Eep. There, can you see that? These are different colors, but they're such a nice size. They make a nice earring. So what you're going to do is, if you'll notice, what color shall I use? I'll use this color because you can see this one pretty good. If you'll notice, right down here, if you'll notice, there's a little, I don't know if you can see that good, but there's a little opening right here. If my camera focuses for you. Right there's a little opening. We want that opening to face down when we get ready to bend this. So I'm going to put them both going in the same direction. And I'm going to turn them upside down. I want the bends, I want the open side to be on this side, because when I bend it, I want that to be the part that faces my ear. So I'm going to put it on my let me do it with my pliers. See how I have them on there? Wish I could get a clear picture for you. Anyway, all I'm going to do is I'm going to just bend this up just a little bit. And that's it on that. I got the bend there. See? Got a little bit of a, oh, now you can see it. Now you can see that opening. Okay, and then I'm going to take my pencil. That's my big tool. That's my big tool of the day. One of the kids' pencils. I'm going to put this right here, and I'm going to bend the earring back. See how I bent that backwards? Then I'm going to slide them off into my hand. Now they're already starting to look like earrings right now. I could have made a little bit more of a bend there. As a matter of fact, I will. See there? Now the last thing there is to do is to bend the tip right here. I'm going to put those two together and I'll bend that tip out. See, I've got them just, I got the tip sticking out a little bit. And then I'm just going to bend it out just a little bit. Doesn't have to be a whole lot. And there's your earring wires. Now look at the size of this next to this other one. Let me close it up a little bit. Look how much smaller this one is from mine. Let me get my pen. Let me take one of these down. If you look at these side by side, you'll see that mine is quite a bit bigger and the stem is so much longer. That's why I like making my own, because then I don't lose my earrings. You can always add that little ball, because you can buy those little silver balls, or you can use not seed beads, the bead that's a little bit bigger than a seed bead. They come in different colors. Or you can use a little pearl, or you can use anything that you want on there. And then if you just take a little bit of wire and wrap it around the end of it if you want to. But I like to put just a little bit of jewelry glue right here and just push a ball on there. Let me grab a ball just so I can show you what it looks like if I put one on there. Do I have a little one? This is how I get off the track and start doing other things. Well, I know I got them here. Here we go. Well, let me see if the seed beads fit. Well, you can use a seed bead if you want to. Look at that. Isn't that cute? I think the seed bead's a good size to use. Here's another size that's kind of cool. This is the size I was talking about anyway. And these come in, seed beads and these beads come in so many different colors. Now, I just stuck another one on there. Isn't that pretty? Now, if you put just a little dab of jewelry glue right down here, and then push that down on it, you don't have to worry about it coming off. The only reason I believe that they have these little springs on here, the little wires right there, see that springy little wire, is to hold your bead on. And then when they bend the wire over, it keeps that metal wire in place. But I like this better. If you see them side by side, it's a lot better. Look at that. And look how much bigger. So much bigger. I think once you make these one time, you'll make them for your earrings every time because you won't want these little ones that fall off on you. Okay, let me get that out of the way. And get this out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and make it a couple more times with this, just so that you can remember how to do this with these other colors. And then we'll get on to the memory wire. I put the two sides together with the open side down here at the bottom. Or you can do it whichever way you want because it's not going to show anyway. Then I'm going to bend up. Now with these wires here, with the stainless steel, it's going to be a little harder. But see, I got that bend in there. You don't have to make a bend that big either. You can make it, it's just my preference because I like to put things on there. And then you grab your pencil, your special tool of the day. Or my grandkid's special tool. Bend it around. Just touch the other side. See there? Now you're ready to bend those tips. Actually, that worked up really well. Now grab a pliers. Grab that little bottom piece. See how I got that? Now I'm just going to bend it out a little bit. Don't have to bend it a lot. Just bend it out a little bit. See there? There's your wires. So simple. You just got to learn how to hang on to them. The fingers always get in the way when you're learning how to do this. Okay, I put the wires together. Actually, I told you wrong. The opening should be at the top when you bend the wire, just so that you know. I am going to turn it around the other way. See, there it is. The opening on these wires is right there. It's right there on the top. I'm going to bend that straight back. That's the only bend you got to have to make on that. See there? Nice little bend. And your openings are right here. Right there. Now, get my tool. Put it on the other side. Just like that. Roll your wires around. See how I'm rolling that around? Now all you got to do is bend these tips. Got it with pliers. I'm bending back. See that? I'm bending back. There you go. Now I don't think you're going to see this done this many times on a tutorial again. Now this is just plain silver wire. What I did is I took one of these wires, you know, a straightened up one with a ball on it. I just cut off the ball so I can show you if you're using regular wire how to make the little circles for the top, because I thought you might want to know how to make those circles. Okay, because you're going to need it anyway. You're going to need to know how to do that if you start making jewelry. You grab the tip. See there? I grabbed the tip. Pull back a little bit, maybe you'll see that better. And then I'm going to roll this around on that tip. Move it. Now I got it all the way up to where it touches. See how it touches there? Wait, let me get down further. There. See how it touches? Now I'm going to grab it from this other side. I just stuck my pliers back in there, grabbed a hold of it, and I'm going to bend it back this way a little bit. Now I've got a perfect little circle on there. I'll flatten it out a little. See? Isn't that cool? Now I'm going to do the same thing to this one. Now if you notice, make sure that you put that needle nose, round nose pliers in the same place, because I'm putting it right at the tip to make that little circle. If you put it up higher up here or something, you're going to get a lot bigger circle. So you want to go with the smallest tip. I mean the smallest edge of that tip. Now I'm coming around. I moved it up a little bit. Coming around. Oh, there it met. See how it met? It's right like that. Now I'm going to grab the end of it just like that. You see that? I grabbed it on that other side because I'm going to bend it out a little bit. Then I'll bend it out. See how I bent it to where you can. See? Now you got a nice little circle there. Another thing I like about these pliers here is I can come back up here and I can flatten this a little more without grabbing my other pliers. Now I'm going to put these two together as we did before. This is just how to make it if you just have wire. I wanted you to know it all. Now I'm grabbing that the wrong way. Oops, grabbing the wrong tool. Grab your pliers and make sure that your openings are facing upwards. The opening in your circle. I can show you that. Make sure the opening of your circle, can you see? Yeah, you can see that one. See the opening in that circle there? There you go. You can see it there. Right there. See that opening? I want that to face upward when you put your pliers on it. Okay, that one's up. That one's up. Now I can, oop, that one went back down. Okay, they're both up now. I'm going to put my pliers on there. I just pull them out like this and they'll come up to the tip how I want them to come up to the tip. Oop, boy, I'm having trouble with this one today. I just can't get a grip. Okay, got it now. Now I'm just going to bend that back. Just like that. See how I bent it back? Not very much, just enough to give it a little bend. Now get your special tool. And most of you have little kids' coloring pencils around the house. If you don't, they're very cheap to get. Or you can use a knitting needle or something like that. Hold it with your finger, just like that, and roll. Well, shoot. These ones here are really skinny wire. I'm just going to move it up a little bit. And then I'm going to start rolling that. If I can get a hold of it. Sometimes, this never happens unless I'm rolling on the camera. Unless I got the camera on, this does not happen. Okay, I rolled it around the... Yeah, they're the right size. I rolled them around that. Now I just got to bend that tip. You know that tip I was talking about? I just got to bend that tip. This here. Outward. Get a hold of it. Bend it. Outward. Not a lot. Just a... There we go. Now, let me see how big those are to the ready-mades, because I cut off the ball. Yeah, the stainless steel ones are shorter. That's closer to the standard size if you use that. Let's see if you put those together. It's still a little bit bigger, even though I cut off that ball. A little bit bigger than the ready-mades. Okay, we're done with that. We're going to get on to memory wire. Well, what we'll start off with is memory wire is a wire that's treated to where it just bounces back into shape when you pull it. Just yeep, see? Just bends right back where it belongs. See? And you can get it just about anywhere. Michael's has it. Hobby shops. Walmart has it. A lot of times you have to order it, but they carry it. You know, but it just goes as fast as they get it normally. People love that stuff. You can make it comes in 2 different sizes, as I was saying. The other size is about the size of a $50 or something. It's a nice size for earrings. But anyway, we're going to start with this one here. And I just showed you how to make that loop. And then this is just the bend. So you know how to do that bend too. That's all there is to this. And you put on your little charms or your little knickknacks. You can put something on there if you want to. Yep. Okay. So you can put something on there if you want to, and you can just have one, or you can put several, or you can put little danglies, or whatever you want to put on this. But now let's figure out how to make it. Very simple process. Okay, I've already cut my wire. I cut it, if you'll notice, I've cut it to where it's just a little bit bigger than the spring. See how I'm springing it? I cut it a little bit bigger than you just cut it off to the size you want. But that's the size I want for this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make one of those little circles like we made before, but I'm going to be doing it sideways. So I'm going to hold it this way so that I can make my little circle. You make the circle as big as you want it. I'm going to make it a little bigger than I did for the earrings because I like it to flow nicely through that hole. Now I've got it around the other side there, almost. I have to turn it a little bit. Get that wire out of my way. I turned it. Now it meets. See? I got it to meet. Now I want to bend it over a little bit because I like it to be in the middle. And I'm going to squash it just a teeny bit. I just want it to meet the other side. And there's my little squash with this tool. See that? See how that came out? Let me put my hand under there. See there? Came out nice. Now you're just going to bend this upwards a little bit. Straight up. You can just grab hold of it right there. Now see how I just put just a ever so little bend in it. I could probably bend that up just a little bit more. See there? See the bend I have there? Now it's straight on with this. It's straight on with it. Let me get this out of the way so you can see. See, it's straight on where you can just put that right in there. Now what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to bend this tip up, just like I bent this up. So I'm going to turn this around. I'm going to get my pliers. I'm going to get a hold of that tip. I'm going to leave a little bit out. See how I'm leaving a little bit out? I'm going to just bend it a little bit. See how I just bent it a little bit? Let me get my hand down there so you can see it. See how I bent it up a little bit? Well, now it'll pop right in there. If it doesn't pop right in there, you just bend your memory wire a little bit. And there you go. There's your earring. There's your earring. Now all you did was put yourself a loop on there, bend it straight up. Straight up. Let me get my pin. All you did was put a sideways loop on there. Right there. Then you bent it straight up. On this side, all you did was, on this, all you did was bend that straight up. See there? It's just, and then you can put it right inside each other. There's your earring. Now I have a pair that I could put a bunch of pretty things on. See there? Now I got a pair. I could make big earrings. I prefer smaller ones than this, but there's a lot of women that like these large ones. You could even use these to make bracelets if you wanted to, but I don't like to take a chance of losing a bracelet. Yeah, but with a memory wire, you might be all right. Now, the next thing and the last thing that we're going to make today is we're going to make one of these. This is awesome because if you've got a big wrist or a small wrist, it pops right back to what size you are. And these can be kind of expensive if you buy these in the store to make your own bracelets, which they do sell them. But why not make your own if you can? Because memory wire, when you buy a pack from Walmart, you're going to get, I've cut some off of this one, but you're going to get quite a few loops out of this. And when you cut this, you're going to want to cut it like 1.5. Like you're going to go one full loop all the way around, And then you're going to go, here's where one loop stops. Now straight across from that, you're going to want to cut it there. So that's what I will do right now, right here. I like to go half in case I want it bigger. Now, see there? Here's your one side, right here. Here's your other side, right here. Now we're going to put a loop on each of those ends. We're going to go sideways loops, meaning we're going to go this way. We're going to take a hold of this. You don't want it real big. I like it right about. See where I've got that? That's about where I like it to make my loop for this. Because I like it a little bit bigger. I like whatever I put on there to flow real nicely. Now I'm going to flatten that down a little bit. And I'm going to move it out so it's a perfect little circle. As usual, when I'm on camera, it always gives me a hard time. Normally it goes right into place when I'm messing with it. Unless, of course, I'm on camera. I want this to move down a little bit. Okay, I'll close that back up. I'm making this so hard for you. I'm sorry. And then what you're going to do is you're going to bend this wire. You're going to put this right here. You're going to bend this wire straight down. Because that's going to, I bent that wire the wrong way. But that's all right. I'll just twist it. I bent this the wrong way, but if you bend it the wrong way, maybe it's good for you to know this, because if you bend it the wrong way, you can still put it in the clamp and twist it to where it'll be in the right direction. At this point is where you'd want to put all your beads on, like on my bracelet here. I put all of these beads on at this point when I get it here. Once I have my beads on, I put this through the hole like that. Then I figure out where do I want my beads to stop. If I normally want my beads to stop wherever I like my beads to stop in a decent place. I'll probably cut a little bit of this off because I like to put more beads on here. So I would probably cut mine a little smaller because there's a lot of give there. There's a lot of room for somebody's. You just need this big enough so somebody can put their bracelet on. So I'm going to cut a little bit of this off. I always start with a half and I end up wasting some, but it just depends on you. You might want it halfway. Now with this one, you're going to bend. You're going to make your circle in there. Remember, make your circle just straight from here. I'm going to go that far out because that's like I did the other side. I'm going to bend it around. Now I'm going to grab the other side and bend it this way a little bit so that I get it in the center. See how I got it in the center? And it meets there. I've got it. That one turned out real nice, real quick. When you get used to this, you'll be able to do it like this. Make sure you do it the way I just now did it instead of the other side because this is the way it's right. Okay, now I'm going to bend it down. Now, how far did I bend that one? Okay, I'm going to bend this one down. like that. See? I bend it down like that. And then I'm going to open this up a little bit like we do on the earrings. I'm going to open this just a little bit. And I'm going to hook the bracelet in there. Now, when you have your beads on there, this is going to stop right where you, when you have your beads on there, this loop is going to be right where your beads stop. That's why I like to put a little bit of jewelry glue on my last bead and push it into place. But this is right where I would do that. I wouldn't do it right away. I would do it after you get this one on, because then you know where you want your beads to stop. Because then you can make them equal with each side. Like mine stopped a little early when I made my bracelet. Mine stopped a little earlier than I wanted it to. So I wound some wire around the edge with a little jewelry wire. I mean with a little jewelry glue. And I wound a little bit of wire around there, which I thought was cute because it's kind of a stopper on both sides. And it also just gives it a little homemade look to it. See how that pulls? Now you want to make sure you don't put a whole lot of stuff on here or you won't be able to pull that. But you're going to put it on one side or the other. See, like I've got these all on the bottom. When I pull it open, I'm able to get it on my hand and it pops right back where it should go. See there? It went right back where it needed to go. They're just so cute. You know, I've had a lot of people like this one. I have a really big wrist. But this one is just a gorgeous bracelet. See? Now if you'll notice on this, I made my own charms. I mean, this charm I bought, and I just put 3 rings together and hooked it on that, and then hooked it on after the bracelet was made. And this is 2 rings. If you'll notice, there's 2 rings on here. All you got to do is use a jump ring. Open a jump ring. This is for that charm. You open a jump ring. You put on a bead or whatever you want on there. I think I got too big of a bead for this one. Some of them don't have big enough holes. So you just kind of pick and choose. That one fit. Then you close it up. Now you take another jump. See how I made that little jump ring there? Then I closed it up. Then you just take another one. I'm taking another color just so that for the heck of it. Open it up. Put that on there. Wait a minute. There you go. Just like that. See there? And then you would add that to your bracelet right like that and close it up. And then you've got a little dangly on there. See? Now that's how I made these. That's how I made these little things right here. Is I just put one little bead on there. There's a different kind of jump ring, but it's much easier to use the ones I just showed you. These I bought in a pack, and I just put as many jump rings on as I wanted for how far I wanted it to hang down. I just kept adding another one until I figured out. Then I bought this one. These come in a 5-pack, these crosses. But I put one of these little things that I made in between each one with the bead color that I put on the bracelet. It's got the same color. Kind of pulls it all together. Now that you're at this point and you've put all your beads onto your bracelet. Oh wait, is this the one? Then you're going to close it up. But anyway, then it opens and closes. Now this is a really big one. Now that one's nice for me because the other one was a little bit small for me. But these things will flow really nicely once you get them all on there and when you get your different stuff on there. But this is how you make those things, and people pay the price for like 3 to 5 of them, and you can just make them, because this memory wire down at Walmart is only $1.50 for a pack, and you can make several bracelets with this. So I'd rather pay this than pay $6 for 3 or 4 of these, whatever comes in a pack. You know, I'd rather make them than for $1.50, because this is only $1.50. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. But remember, you can make these kind of things. These make nice gifts. Maybe I'll even do a tutorial on making these one day so that you can see. As a matter of fact, I make paper charms and stuff too that you could add. Like here's a pair of, I haven't done this tutorial yet though. Here's a paper earring I made. Something like that would even go nicely on there as a charm. Or you can put it all the way around, or just, there's anything you can do with these things. But I am going to make a tutorial where I show you how to make paper charms. I do crosses and all kinds of things that are just fun to do. I am not prepared to do it right now, but anyway, this is what I have for you today. Don't forget to get one of your special tools and see if your grandchild will let go of one of these pencils. But anyway, that's it for today, and remember, Jesus loves you.